everyone! So this was probably my most requested video from my latest giveaway, which is still going on, so just in case you're interested in that, I'll go ahead and link it below. But it was a product review on the brand new Tarte not Amazonian Clay, Rainforest After Dark palette. So I have been using this for quite a while, a couple weeks now. I've used it on my eye look a few times. If you go follow me on Instagram, which will be linked down below, you can see my daily face makeup, and you can see a couple of looks I've used with this. I'm sorry if I keep looking down over here. I have my computer out, so I make sure I don't forget anything. So let's just get into it. Here's the packaging. It is a circle. It's got like this matte wood-like plastic. It's pretty thin. I think it's definitely not like overly thick, so I think it'd be really nice to travel with. It's pretty sturdy. However, in my personal opinion, I think this plastic seems a tad bit cheap, just to me. I was a little bit disappointed with the actual feel of the plastic. It's got this nice gold snake on it that's super metallic and shiny, as you can see from the sun. And then it's got this little purple rhinestone, and that's actually embedded in the packaging. It's not just kind of stuck on there on top, which to me was nice because I didn't want it to be just stuck on top. I thought it might just fall out. So then you open it up, and I'm not going to blind y'all, but as you can see, you get this giant mirror, and it's like enough size for your whole face. Like right now, I can see my entire face in it, which is really nice because I think you can definitely use it. And if you've watched any other reviews of this palette, I'm sure you already know this. But my one downside that I don't like about it is this. Instead of making this palette just a tad bit bigger in diameter, you know, I'm not saying make it like the size of an extra large pizza, but, you know, make it a tad bit bigger and then give me the names on the palette. This little extra sheet, it's so hard to keep up with. It's a pain in the butt because you put it down, you're going to lose it. So then it'll stay up here on your mirror, but then you can't really use your mirror. So it's annoying. I don't like that at all. But that's really my only negative as far as packaging goes. So then, as you can see, this palette comes with a blush, a bronzer, a highlight, and 6 shadows. So let's get to swatching, shall we? So first, we have the highlight. This is in the shade Champagne. Right there. It is the highlighter I have on my face. It's also what I used for my brow bone highlight today. It's a beautiful white, tiny bit gold highlight. I'm really loving this. Now, I have scoured Tarte's website and Sephora, so I'm going to tell you what I have found. If you know something different, please go ahead and link it in the comments. Let us all know. That would be great. But from what I have found, you cannot get this highlight anywhere else, except right now Tarte on Sephora. I did not see it on their website, but on Sephora's website they have, it's called the Tarte Très Chic Avenue Princess Contour Palette. And that does have this champagne highlight. Well, that highlight is called Champagne Gold. This one's only called Champagne. So I'm not 100% positive it's the same, but I think it is. So that's that. I love that highlight. Next is the very, very popular Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. As you can see, they give you a very nice size bronzer and highlight. Unfortunately, I don't feel like this bronzer shows up very well in a swatch. There it is. It's a very neutral, slightly cool tone bronzer, super soft. I don't get any redness from it or anything like that. It doesn't show up super well on a swatch. It is the contour I have today, and I think it is fabulous. I think just general with this palette, when you get it, you swatch it, or if you're looking at it in the store, you're going to be swatching it. I don't feel like it swatches super great. If I would have just swatched this palette, I probably would have been like, I think I can pass on that. It's $38, which I think is a great deal. I'll go more into that. But for $38, I would be like, But on the cheeks, I love this contour. I was surprised because I feel like this is a very, very common, popular bronzer. Really the only one I hear about from Tarte. And I also could only find that on their website and on Sephora in the Tarte Très Chic Park Avenue Princess Contour Palette. So if you are interested in these face products, you might want to just get that. However, that's $34. It's not the same blush. It's this blush is Unleashed. It's in the blush Posh, which they describe as a pale pink. So that's up to you. But I would recommend this because it's only $38. So for $4 more, you get a heck of a lot more. But I do love that bronzer. I just think it has such a great effect without being too much. And the last cheek product, also, I don't think it swatches super well. It is the blush in Unleashed. Now, I did not see this anywhere else. It's up there. And again, not swatching beautifully. Let me see how Sephora. Sephora says it's a nude rose. It's right there. Doesn't swatch well. And so I got it, and like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. First impressions of this palette, I was like, really? This is what I have? On the cheeks, as you can see today, hopefully, I know I'm a little bit washed out just because of the sunlight. It's so beautiful. It's a very natural, rosy tone to the cheeks. You don't, I mean, I don't feel like you can really like apply too much and kind of look like a clown. I think it's a great shade. I think it would look really great on anyone. All of that being said, with this blush and bronzer, this highlight would look great on anyone. I think the tones are great. I think if you have medium to dark skin tones, I'm not sure how much this will show up. This blush might show up pretty well. This bronzer, if you're going to use it as a contour, I just don't think it'll work really great for you, unfortunately. So that's that. Also, I didn't mention, I'm sorry, this blush is a full size of the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes, which retail for $26. So for $8 more, you're getting all of the things you see around the circumference. Pretty awesome. So now let's go into the eyeshadows. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I have to keep looking down because I gotta look at my little sheet. We have Bare to Explore. This is a nice light pink shade. It's matte. It's right there. This is what I used. I don't think it's bright enough really to use as a contour, as a highlight, at least for me. I actually used this as my blending out shade today. So it's just all right here, and I think it worked out nicely. It doesn't really give me that much of a highlight, but I like that shade. Next, we have Make a Mauve, which I think is a weird name for this shade. To me, this is the, it's got some glitter in it, and it's really a taupey purple shade. Right there. It's got just the slightest bit of duochrome. I think this is a beautiful shade. It's what I have on my lid today. I think it's an absolutely beautiful shade. I think this is a pretty unique shade, and I really like it. This swatch is really nice, and it's super soft. With all of these products, I do notice a kick up in the pan. I kind of had to clean it off before I could show y'all. There is little dust everywhere, but I don't notice a lot of fallout. Next, we have Plum Away With Me, which this was one of the ones that I was really looking forward to. I really like purple eyeshadow. I know people, honestly, I just think it looks good with anyone. I do have super dark, almost black eyes, but I think purple eyeshadows just look great on anyone. And there it is. It's a true dark purple. It's also got some silver shimmer in it that does give it a little bit of a sheen, kind of a duochrome. I would almost say it comes off as a satin on your eyes, though. I don't think you get a ton of glitter on any of these. Definitely not like a chunky, unattractive, cheap-looking glitter. Next, we have the gold, which is Up to No Gold. And this is what I have as my inner corner highlight today. Super beautiful, super shimmery, metallic gold. Absolutely love it. I think if you're looking for a nice gold eyeshadow to give you, you know, a metallic, looks like I poured gold liquid onto my eyeballs, this is it. This is beautiful. I really like that, and it applies really well. Again, I don't get a lot of fallout from any of these shades, and this is, maybe you can see, yeah, you can see that's my inner corner highlight. Next, you have this nice mid-tone brown. It's called Tangled Up in You, but it's like tan gold. I don't think you'll be able to read that, but it's like TAN-GLED. And it's right here. It is a little bit of a taupey brown. Mid-tone, I think if you have a darker skin tone than I do, you can definitely use this as a blending shade. Or if you have a lighter skin tone, it'd be a great crease shade. It is a matte. And it's really, really beautiful. I think it's a classic shade that you really need in any palette. And the last one is Don't Want a Brown. And this is a matte deep chocolate brown. Not quite as pigmented as you would think when you see it in the palette. Let me do a little. It almost looks like it's going to be black. And it is dark, but it's not quite as dark as I thought it would be. Overall, I think this palette is a great idea. I think for $38, you're getting so much. I think, in my opinion, the face products really make this palette. I think they're beautiful. I think they're great. I think if you have darker skin tone, you might not love them as much as I do, but I think they're great. These eyeshadows, as you can see, are beautiful, great quality, super soft and buttery. However, I don't feel like a lot of these are super unique. I love the gold. I think you could find that somewhere else. These neutral shades, this dark brown, the taupey color, and the gold, I think you could find that somewhere else. These, I think you could find somewhere else. This one, I'm sorry, I can't remember the names of these. The Make a Mauve, this middle purple, I think that one might be pretty unique, but I still think you could find something like it. So is it a super unique palette? I don't think so. But is it beautiful and great? Yes. For me, for $38, I think this is a great deal, and I highly recommend it. I hope I answered all your questions. Again, all of this is on my face today. If you have any questions about my makeup look, by all means, ask anything you want. Obviously, as always, thank you so much for watching. It just means everything to me. I know I say that every time, but it really does. I wish I could let y'all know how much this means to me, because it's everything. So thank you so much. I think I answered all your questions. Make sure you go enter my giveaway if you haven't, if you want a Too Faced palette that I'll be reviewing quite soon on this channel, actually. And any requests or suggestions or anything, go ahead and link it below. It would be great. I'm always looking for new video ideas, especially ones that y'all want to see. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye!